Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into the story of the 1965 Washington quarter dollar, a coin with an ordinary appearance but an extraordinary secret that has collectors everywhere on high alert. Now, what makes the 1965 quarter so incredibly fascinating is the fact that it marks a monumental shift in American coinage. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint decided to switch to a copper-nickel-clad composition starting that same year. This was a huge change in American currency history, and while millions of these new clad quarters were made, a few incredibly rare examples were mistakenly struck on the older silver planchets, creating one of the most sought-after error coins in the world today. Yes, you heard that right. Some 1965 quarters were accidentally minted using leftover silver blanks from 1964, and these silver error quarters are where the true treasure lies. Identifying one of these rare coins can be tricky, but once you know what to look for, you might just discover one hiding in plain sight. These rare quarters weigh slightly less than the clad ones, around 6.25 grams, compared to the clad version's 5.67 grams. That tiny difference could make a huge impact, literally turning pocket change into a massive payout. Another way to spot these hidden gems is by examining the coin's edge. Silver quarters have a clean, solid silver edge, while the clad versions have a visible copper stripe along the edge. So, if you ever come across a 1965 quarter with no copper coloring and a solid silver appearance, do not spend it. It could be an incredibly valuable error coin. These minting mistakes are so rare and so highly prized that collectors and dealers are constantly on the lookout for them, making them some of the hottest coins in today's market. But wait, there's more. Not only do silver planchet errors exist, but there are also other types of minting mistakes that make some 1965 quarters extremely desirable. Some known errors include double dies, where parts of the design are struck twice slightly off alignment, giving the coin a shadowed or doubled appearance. There are also off-center strikes in coins with partial collars. These are dramatic minting mistakes that can skyrocket the value of a coin due to their uniqueness and rarity. Each of these errors adds a layer of collectability and can make your coin a standout piece in any collection. Collectors and enthusiasts are always searching for these elusive error quarters because their value continues to rise with each passing year. These coins not only hold historical significance but also represent a mistake so rare that only a tiny handful exist. In the world of numismatics, rarity equals value, and this coin is a shining example of that rule in action. In fact, these coins are in such high demand that when they appear at auctions, they ignite intense bidding wars among collectors who understand just how important and rare they are. There have been verified sales and auctions where these silver 1965 quarters and major error versions have sold for astonishing amounts. Just imagine finding one of these coins in your change and discovering it's worth more than a car, or even more than a house. That's not a fantasy. It's a real possibility for a lucky few who know what to look for and take the time to inspect their coins carefully. The best part? These coins weren't just handed out to collectors, they were released into circulation, meaning there's a real chance you could find one today. This is why coin lovers, hobbyists, and serious collectors alike are always talking about the 1965 Washington quarter. It's not just a coin, it's a mystery, a treasure, and a symbol of how something so small can hold incredible value. If you're passionate about coin collecting, or just love the thrill of hunting for rare finds, then this is one coin that should be at the top of your radar. And remember, error coins aren't always obvious at first glance. Sometimes it takes a magnifying glass, a scale, and a little patience, but when the payoff can reach six figures, it's absolutely worth the effort. So how much can a rare 1965 Washington quarter really be worth, especially if it's a silver error or a high-grade mint condition specimen with unique characteristics? Get ready, because coins like these have sold for up to $150,000 at auctions. That's right, $150,000 for a single quarter you could have overlooked or spent without a second thought. It's stories like these that keep collectors excited, inspired, and always searching for the next great discovery. So, the next time you check your spare change or go through an old box of coins, make sure to keep an eye out for the 1965 quarter. You just might strike silver and gold at the same time. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in modern American history. If you've ever come across a 1965 quarter that looks or feels different, or if you're just curious about what you've got in your collection, drop us a comment below. We'd love to hear your stories and help you explore the possibilities. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos about rare and valuable coins that could be hiding right under your nose. Second rare coin, we're diving into one of the most thrilling and mysterious coins to ever come out of U.S. circulation, the Washington quarter dollar from the year 1967. At first glance, this coin might seem like any other you'd find in your change, but let me assure you, there's a lot more to this quarter than meets the eye. The year 1967 was a pivotal time in U.S. coinage history. The country was adjusting to the coinage changes that began just 2 years earlier, when the U.S. Mint stopped producing silver quarters and transitioned to a copper-nickel-clad composition. This shift meant that silver was officially phased out of circulating quarters, but, as with any major production change, not everything went according to plan. Some quarters from 1967 were accidentally struck on silver planchets left over from earlier years. These silver planchet-era coins are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors who know their true value. The key to spotting one of these amazing errors is checking the coin's weight. Silver quarters weigh around 6.25 grams, whereas the standard-clad 1967 quarters weigh about 5.67 grams. That tiny difference could mean a massive increase in value, and it doesn't stop there. The edges of these coins are another major clue. A typical clad quarter will show a visible copper-colored stripe along the edge, but a silver planchet coin will have a clean, uniform silver edge with no copper in sight. If you spot a 1967 quarter that appears to be missing that copper stripe, don't spend it. It could be worth a small fortune. In addition to the silver planchet errors, other rare minting mistakes make the 1967 Washington quarter an even more exciting coin for collectors. One of the most sought-after error types is the double die strike. This happens when a coin is struck more than once, but slightly off position, creating a doubling effect in the lettering or design. These errors are visually striking and instantly recognizable to trained eyes, making them highly desirable. Off-center strikes are another fascinating error to look out for. These are coins that were not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in part of the design being missing or skewed toward one side. A dramatic off-center 1967 quarter, especially one showing both the date and design clearly, can be incredibly valuable to the right buyer. And let's not forget the broad strike errors, which occur when the collar die fails during minting, causing the coin to spread out wider than normal without its standard rim. These unusual coins stand out immediately and are prized for their rarity and uniqueness. If you've got a 1967 quarter that just doesn't look like the rest, check it carefully, because it might just be something special. Collectors are absolutely captivated by the 1967 Washington quarter because it represents a time of transition, uncertainty, and opportunity in U.S. minting history. Every time a major change is made at the mint, errors are bound to happen, and when those errors make it out into circulation, that's when the real treasure hunt begins. These coins are in high demand, especially when they are in excellent condition or contain one of the rare errors we've discussed. Professional coin grading can also dramatically impact the value of a 1967 quarter. If your coin has been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition and is certified by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC, the price can skyrocket. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are authenticated, graded, and confirmed to be rare error types, especially when they're tied to a specific year like 1967, which already holds historical importance. Over the past few years, these rare 1967 quarters have become stars at auctions and private sales, with some reaching jaw-dropping prices that have stunned even experienced numismatists. The coin community is buzzing with stories of these incredible finds. Every collector dreams of being the one who discovers that rare error quarter hiding in a box of old change or inherited from a grandparent's collection. so just how much can one of these rare 1967 quarters be worth if it's the right kind of error coin, preserved in excellent condition, and authenticated by the pros? Brace yourself, because some of these have sold for as much as $140,000 at auction. That's right, $140,000 for a single coin that might be sitting, unnoticed, in a drawer, a piggy bank, or a forgotten folder of coins from the past. This is what makes the world of coin collecting so thrilling. Every coin has a story, and some of those stories are worth more than you could ever imagine, so if you've got a 1967 Washington quarter, take a close look. Weigh it, examine the edge, look for doubling, check for off-center or broad strike features, and if anything looks unusual, don't hesitate to get it checked by a professional. You could be sitting on a once-in-a-lifetime discovery without even knowing it. Let us know in the comments if you found any interesting 1967 quarters, or if you've got questions about coins in your collection. We love hearing from fellow enthusiasts, and we're here to help you unlock the hidden value in your coins. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. Third expensive coin, into the heart of American coinage with a very special coin that could be hiding in plain sight, the 1988 D Washington quarter dollar. This isn't just any ordinary quarter you might get in your pocket change. This is a coin that holds secrets, stories, and for some lucky collectors, an astonishing payday. Get ready to explore the value, rarity, and hidden features of the 1988 D quarter that could make it one of the most exciting coins in your collection. The Washington quarter series has always been a staple of U.S. currency, but the 1988 D issue, minted in Denver, holds particular interest for numismatists due to some incredible errors and variations discovered over time. While millions of these coins were minted and distributed for daily use, not all of them were created equally. Some carry rare minting mistakes that dramatically increase their value and desirability in the collector market. These small details could turn a common-looking coin into a rare numismatic gem. One of the key features collectors search for in the 1988 D quarter is the presence of die errors, mistakes that occurred during the actual minting process. These include double die obverse, DDO, errors, where the design elements, especially the words, "In God We Trust," or the date, appear slightly doubled when viewed under magnification. This doubling effect is caused when the die strikes the coin more than once out of alignment, and it's a clear sign that the coin is a rare and collectible piece. These DDO coins are not only rare, they are highly sought after in auctions and private sales. Another exciting error that has been reported in some 1988 D quarters is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly centered during the strike, resulting in a coin that appears to have a portion of the design missing or pushed toward one side. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. Imagine holding a quarter in your hand that's not only visibly different but also extremely rare. This is the kind of coin collectors dream about. Then there's the no-ridge or broad strike error, where the coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread out and lose its usual rim. These coins appear slightly larger in diameter and flatter on the edges, and they are very noticeable to anyone familiar with regular quarters. The uniqueness of these errors makes them highly collectible, especially when they're found on coins in excellent condition. Collectors also seek out 1988 D quarters with transitional errors. Though rare, some coins may have been struck on planchets intended for other coins or with incorrect metal compositions. While most 1988 quarters were made with the standard copper-nickel clad composition, finding one with an unusual weight or metallic sheen can be a major sign of a minting error. Weighing your coin with a precise scale can help you determine if you're holding one of these rare transitional pieces that escape the mint unnoticed. What makes the 1988 D quarter even more attractive is that it's still very much in circulation today. That means the possibility of discovering one of these rare and valuable coins is still very real, whether it's in an old coin jar, a box of inherited collectibles, or right in your pocket change. The hunt is on, and collectors all over the country are searching for these hidden treasures that have the potential to deliver incredible returns. The demand for rare Washington quarters, especially those with errors or unique variations, continues to grow year after year. Coin shows, online auctions, and collector forums are filled with buyers eagerly looking for coins like the 1988 D quarter with documented errors and high-grade condition. When certified by a reputable grading service and confirmed to have an error, these coins can command jaw-dropping prices and intense bidding from serious collectors who understand just how rare and special they truly are. In fact, some of the most incredible stories in the numismatic world come from people who discovered valuable error coins in everyday places. These lucky finds often go on to sell at major auction houses for impressive sums, proving that you don't have to be a professional coin dealer to strike gold in the world of coin collecting. The key is knowledge, patience, and a keen eye for spotting the small details that make a big difference. So, how much could a rare, high-grade 1988 D Washington quarter with the right error be worth? Get ready, because some of these exceptional coins have reached a staggering value of $70,000 when sold to the right collector at the right time. Yes, you heard that correctly, $70,000 for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. That's the magic and mystery of the numismatic world, where rarity, history, and error come together to create incredible opportunities for those who are paying attention. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this is one coin that deserves a very close look. If you think you've got a 1988 D quarter that looks unusual, or if you want help identifying an error, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your story and help you figure out if you found a true collector's dream. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery that could be worth a fortune. Especially, we're turning our attention to a true hidden treasure from American coinage history, the 1966 United States Washington quarter dollar. This seemingly ordinary coin could be one of the most exciting finds in your collection, especially if you know what to look for. With the right conditions and rare mint errors, this 1966 quarter could be worth far more than its face value, and for some lucky collectors, it has already proven to be a game changer. The 1966 quarter came during a critical moment in U.S. coin production, right in the middle of a currency revolution. Just 1 year prior, the United States Mint made the historic decision to eliminate silver from circulating quarters due to rising silver prices and coin shortages. That meant by 1966, quarters were being struck on a new copper-nickel clad composition, making this coin part of a major transitional era in American money. But with this big shift came big opportunities for mistakes, and that's where the real excitement begins. As with any significant production change, errors are inevitable, and the 1966 Washington quarter is no exception. A small number of these coins were mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets from previous years. Yes, you heard that right, some 1966 quarters were made of silver instead of the intended clad metal, and these are now among the rarest and most valuable types in modern U.S. coin collecting. Finding one of these silver planchet error coins is like finding buried treasure hidden in plain sight. You can identify a potential silver error by weighing the coin. Standard clad quarters weigh approximately 5.67 grams, while silver quarters weigh closer to 6.25 grams. That subtle difference can make a massive impact on value, so using a precision scale is essential if you suspect you found something rare. And don't forget to check the edge. Silver quarters have a solid, uniform silver edge, while clad coins have a visible copper stripe. If your 1966 quarter shows no copper on the rim, you might just be holding a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, but it doesn't stop there. Beyond silver planchet errors, the 1966 quarter is also known for various other minting mistakes that can skyrocket its value. Some examples include double die errors, where parts of the design, such as the motto, "In God We Trust," or the word "Liberty," appear to be stamped twice. These doubling effects are caused when the coin is struck more than once slightly out of alignment, and collectors absolutely love these unique visual flaws. Off-center strikes are another fascinating error that collectors are constantly searching for in 1966 quarters. This happens when the blank planchet isn't properly centered during the minting process, causing the design to shift dramatically to one side. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes, especially if the date is still fully visible. These misstruck coins are easy to spot, exciting to find, and can fetch incredible prices in the collector market. You might also come across a 1966 quarter with a broad strike error, where the collar that forms the rim of the coin fails during striking, resulting in a wider, flatter coin with missing edge details. This type of error is dramatic and instantly noticeable, which is exactly why collectors go crazy for them. Broad strikes on 1966 quarters are not common, and when combined with a high-grade uncirculated condition, they can demand serious money. Collectors are always eager to own error coins from transitional years, and 1966 is considered one of the most important years in U.S. coinage history. The value of these quarters increases even more when they are in pristine condition, what's known as mint state or uncirculated. If your coin has been well preserved, with sharp details and a brilliant shine, it becomes even more attractive to buyers, especially when paired with a known minting error. In recent years, several 1966 quarters with confirmed mint errors and silver composition have made headlines at auctions and in private sales. These are not myths or legends. Real coins have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and the collector community is always buzzing about the next big discovery. This is why the 1966 Washington quarter remains one of the most thrilling and talked about coins for both new and experienced collectors alike. And here comes the most exciting part of the story. Just how much could one of these rare 1966 quarters be worth if it has the right error, is in top condition, and is authenticated by a reputable grading service? Believe it or not, some of these coins have reached values as high as $135,000 in verified auction sales and private transactions. That's right, $135,000 for a single 25-cent coin from 1966. This is why collectors are always looking closely at their change, checking inherited collections, and examining old coin jars, because these rare gems could be sitting unnoticed and waiting to be discovered by someone who knows what to look for. So take a look at your 1966 quarters. Check the weight, examine the edges, look for any doubling, off-center strikes, or broad strike effects. If you find anything unusual, don't ignore it. It could be the start of an incredible journey in the world of rare coin collecting. And if you have questions about your coins or think you found something special, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your story and help you figure out what kind of treasure you might be holding. Last unique coin, we're uncovering a fascinating and often underestimated gem in U.S. coinage, the 1990 P Washington quarter dollar. This coin may seem like just another quarter at first glance, but it carries some extraordinary secrets that could turn a piece of pocket change into a prize worth tens of thousands of dollars. You might be holding onto a treasure without even realizing it, so stay with us until the end of the video and listen closely. The 1990 P quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the busiest mints in the United States. This was a time when billions of coins were being produced annually, but even in such high-volume production, mistakes happened, and it's those mistakes that make some coins from this year incredibly rare and valuable. Among these ordinary-looking quarters are hidden a handful of error coins and rare varieties that have become the obsession of coin enthusiasts around the world. One of the most valuable errors found in the 1990 P quarter is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin isn't properly aligned with the dies during minting, resulting in a design that's shifted off to one side. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more desirable the coin becomes, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. Coins with dramatic off-center strikes can command serious premiums, particularly when they are in high-grade condition. Another error to look out for is the double die obverse, where the coin's front design shows a doubling effect on features like the word "Liberty," "In God We Trust," or the date itself. This doubling is caused by a misalignment between the die and the coin blank during striking and can be easily spotted with a magnifying glass or coin loop. These kinds of errors are rare and fascinating, and they are in high demand among collectors looking to add unique and visually striking coins to their collections. Collectors are also on the lookout for 1990 P quarters that were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning they were mistakenly minted on a blank meant for another denomination, such as a nickel or even a foreign coin. These errors are called wrong planchet errors and are incredibly rare. They can usually be identified by unusual weight, size, or metal color that doesn't match a standard quarter. Finding one of these coins is like winning the coin lottery. They're that special. Another key thing collectors check for is the condition of the coin. Even without a dramatic error, if a 1990 P quarter is found in pristine, uncirculated condition, what we call mint state, it becomes significantly more valuable than one that has been used in circulation. Coins with sharp details, no scratches, and strong luster are always in demand, and when paired with an error, they can reach astonishing prices at auctions and private sales. The 1990p quarter is especially exciting because it is still relatively modern, meaning it can still be found in everyday pocket change or inherited collections. That makes it one of the most accessible valuable coins out there. You don't have to dig through ancient history or rare collections to find one, it might already be in your coin jar or wallet. This is exactly why collectors around the world keep their eyes open for this coin every single day. The buzz around the 1990p quarter continues to grow as more collectors enter the market and interest in modern-era coins reaches new highs. Coin shows, online marketplaces, and auction houses frequently list rare Washington quarters from this era, and prices continue to climb. It's not unusual for collectors to get into bidding wars over high-grade or era 1990p quarters because the demand is constantly rising as supply remains incredibly limited. We've seen some amazing sales and stories surrounding this particular coin. From quarters struck on foreign planchets to perfectly preserved off-center strikes, collectors have paid thousands, and sometimes tens of thousands, for these rare and beautiful mistakes. The key is proper identification, certification by a trusted grading service, and of course, knowing the true rarity of what you're holding in your hands. Now here's the part you've been waiting for. How much could one of these 1990p Washington quarters really be worth if it has the right combination of rarity, error, and condition? Hold on to your seats, because some of these coins have been valued and sold for as much as $60,000 in the collector's market. That's right, $60,000 for a single quarter minted in 1990 at the Philadelphia Mint. A coin that many people overlook every day could actually be the golden ticket for someone who knows what to look for. This is why we always say, never underestimate the value of the coins you already have, because one lucky find could change everything. So take a closer look at your 1990p quarters, inspect the edges, weigh them, check for any doubling, off-center features, or unusual coloring or size. If something feels different, don't spend it, research it or get it professionally evaluated. And if you found anything unique, or if you have questions about your collection, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let's talk coins. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to our channel for more rare coin discoveries, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a chance to learn about the treasures hiding in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, stay curious, and happy collecting.